Hello, Michelle here from The Influential Me. Today I want to talk about why influence matters. You see, influence is a curious thing. Few people have it. Everybody wants it. Not many people know how to get it. But almost everyone who has it, short or long term, loves it. Huh? Exactly. So let's dive in to what influence is all about and why it matters. To start off with, what is influence? Well, the dictionary says influence is the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. It's a brain scratcher, isn't it? It's easier to think of influence as this straight line between your intention, what you want, and your impact, how you show up in the world. Everyone loves a straight line, but to get to your impact, you usually need people. And there's almost never a straight line when you're dealing with people. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of it, I have a question for you. Do you find yourself more often than not fitting into other people's plans more than people fit into your plans? Don't get me wrong, no one is ever at 100 to 0, but the idea is to have the balance tilted mostly in your favor, in your relationships or at work or wherever, because think about it, it is your life. Without influence, not only do you take the long way around to impact, but you don't have a voice that matters or one that will be heard. Think about the times you wanted to say something in a meeting, but you didn't have the guts to say it because you didn't think anyone cared to listen. We've all been there. I certainly know I have, for sure, more times than I can care to count. Or the frustration of seeing people who aren't as smart or as capable as you sprint to higher and higher positions because they can influence others more positively than you. Take a step back for a moment and imagine how much bigger and more successful your world would be if you had the courage to share ideas about your work, to shape the direction of the organization, even at a small level, being able to get people wanting to hear more. If this happened, you'd be creating influence. Okay, so here's why influence matters. Influence gives you a voice that matters. One that generates demand, one that creates momentum and builds up your value in any organization. You see, in business, everyone is dependent on others to get things done, but not everyone has the formal authority to get people to do things for them. When you have influence, you can go beyond formal authority to influence what to do with people you're dependent on to get things done. Influence can make you a key decision maker in the business. No matter your job title, it also releases you from the burden of linear career moves, which hold so many people back. When you're influential at work or in your business, people begin to take notice. Building relationships with other influential and powerful people is a breeze. You see, when your voice matters and it is being heard, people want to become a part of your conversations. People become curious about what you're talking about or what you're thinking about and want to be on the inside of the discussion. When you have influence, you have a special gravitas that people want to be associated with and they themselves want to learn how to obtain. Influence is the currency of game changers. Influence is the currency of success. Influence is the currency for you to get to the career, business, and life you deserve. The question is, do you have that currency? And with that, I'm out.